And so I know it takes usually a couple seconds for notifications to drop. Hello, everybody. We
Hello.
are live. I usually wait till like 5 or 6 seconds in, because usually when I go to watch playbacks, I'm like, "Whoa, wait a minute, what happened to the first when I
Right?
first said live?" So, hey everybody, thanks for joining Ange and I. Tonight we're going to be doing a few readings, yes, but like the thumbnail says, we're going to be chilling like snowflakes for tonight and just
Yes.
chit chatting, seeing what everybody is up to. Hello, Debbie. Three Shifting Veils. You have to join us on an evening
Hey.
as well. And just see how everybody's weekend went. I hope everyone had a blessed Yuletide and winter solstice that's celebrated. I know we popped open our bottle of mead last night, my Freya's
Yes.
Passion. Um, it's a mead, a honey wine, and this one's made with hints of vanilla and strawberry. So I have myself a nice
Yes.
little glass, and then we'll save the rest probably for Christmas Eve. And she says
Nice.
she would love to. Awesome.
Oh,
We'll start making things happen in the beginning of the year. I'm going to be kind of a little hectic, a little chaotic as the new year goes on because we're taking off in March, early April. But I'm going to need to have some of my fellow peeps kind of get me grounded and get me, a little
mhm.
distracted so I'm not clawing the walls.
Right.
So, hello, beautiful Magus. Hello, hello, one. Welcome. And hello, Sandy. Good to see you, sir. And
Hey.
Miss Nancy is here. And oh, you think
Nancy.
this sounds lovely?
Oh.
Elizabeth sent us a yummy
Yes.
little video. She's
Hey, Elizabeth.
making, I guess, Elizabeth, it's like a rice pudding. It kind of looked like it was like a pudding almost, kind of, but it's rice with cinnamon. And she said she
Mm-hmm.
put clove in it. I forgot what she called it, but oh, it looked delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
So, well, Ange, how was your weekend?
Good. Relaxing. Relaxing. We didn't really get up to too much. We had to run out and grab a few things, but other than that, it has been just home, where I like to be this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Just cozy. Yeah. So, um, what's new? What's new?
Hey,
Um,
Beth.
hey, Beth is
How's
here.
it
Hey,
going? And there's Janet.
Janet. Look at all the peeps rolling
Yeah,
in.
we were a little full today. We
This
didn't go
this was just delivered to my doorstep right before the live. This is a fairy tale tarot by Lisa Hunt.
Oh, that's what
So
Rain always showcases on our TTTs.
yeah, so this has been out of print for years and years and years and years. But
Ooh.
this is the reprint, like this is the new one that she's come out
Mm-hmm.
with now. And yeah, so I'm really excited for that because I'm not really familiar with all of these fairy tales. And I know every time Rain shows it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that. So now this is the reprint. Um and then I also had this given to me, Rupi Kaur's writing prompts, gratitude. So
Ooh.
for those who don't know, Rupi Kaur is she's a poet, she's an illustrator, she's a Canadian. Well, she's Canadian. She was born in India, but she immigrated here with her parents at the age of 3. She's very popular. Like she's been on the Tonight Show. Like she's
I've
famous.
never heard of her.
Rupi Kaur. Oh yes, you got to look her
Yeah.
up. Rupi Kaur. She's got several books out. The first book she ever wrote was called Milk and Honey, and it's like these short poems, and she does her own illustrations. Her writing style is like real and raw, and I love it. And yeah, so she began her journey like on Instagram, actually on Tumblr originally, and then on Instagram posting, and then one of her posts like blew up on Instagram, and now she is famous. Um,
Wow.
so she's got 4 different like decks as well for the writing prompts. So this one's gratitude, and she also has balance, self-care, and relationships and gratitude. So there's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And this was sent to me by the publisher Andrews McMeel. So I'll be doing like a full proper like thing with it. But I thought maybe,
Nice.
yeah, during our readings tonight we could pull one of those if we want to.
Yeah, I pulled a crystal deck out tonight. I'm like, whoa, crystal deck hasn't wanted to, come out in a while. So
Yeah.
that's nice. I mean, we were cold. We talk about staying in. We had like a high of 14 today, I think it
Mm,
was, or, and we're just like, it's supposed to drop down between 4 to 8 degrees depending on the area. And I'm like, Shannon, like, no, we'll go out tomorrow and want some more balmy 34 degrees.
yeah.
And hello, Emily has also joined us.
Hello.
Um, So thanks everybody for popping in and saying hi. It's a pretty much a chill night. We'll eventually gain some car pulls, but how is everybody else doing handling the holiday stress? We all know that, this time of year, as beautiful as it can be a little stressful with all the running around and the shopping. Oh my goodness, the supermarkets. We have to go out tomorrow. And Shan's like, well, I gotta go into Walmart and get some stuff. I'm like, have fun.
I'll wait here.
I'm like, I'll go into Wegmans, but you go ahead into Walmart.
Yeah.
You do your thing in there. But yeah, I can't believe it's
Yeah.
almost Christmas already.
It is. It doesn't, and I think, and I just said this to someone else today. I said, this is probably the second or third year in a row I've said this doesn't feel like Christmas. It just doesn't. I
Doesn't.
don't know. It doesn't. I don't. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it just doesn't feel like it. And
Yeah.
it's really ironic that we're bringing this up because we didn't plan this tonight. Like Heather was like, "Hey, you want to go live?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so it was just like the spare of the moment. But prior to getting the message from her tonight, I posted on my community tab, um, just acknowledging and sending love to people who are
Oh,
struggling
yeah.
throughout the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to acknowledge that because, there's some people that can't afford to shop. There's some people
Mm-hmm.
who are grieving because, for various reasons during the holiday season. Yes, okay, if you've lost somebody, absolutely, but then also for various reasons we grieve during this time. People struggling with mental illness and several other reasons why you'd be struggling through the holiday season. Maybe some
Yep.
people are getting anxious because they have to go be with family that they don't necessarily enjoy being around or that are supportive. And so, anyway, if you
Or
check on my
cooking for those people too. For
right,
your
right.
family.
So I've put it in my community tab. There's two posts. One was from Julie Peekaboo Rose. She's a YouTuber, like a tarot tuber along with us here.
I've heard of
And
her.
she posted she called it the holidays. And she just gives her
Yes.
personal perspective on that, which was really good. And then there's another thing that I posted. It was I forget his name. I'm gonna look it up right now. His name is Jordan Thornton, and he posts about like psychology kind of stuff, but he like gets like right down to it, of like what's going on in his personal life. And
Mhm.
he posted something called Christmas trauma, why you feel fake and frustrated around your family. I'm like, huh? I'm like, what is
Ooh,
this? So I clicked on it. I was
not
like,
me.
oh,
I've never
yeah.
felt like that. No, never.
And so I posted
Yeah.
that and Julie's together and just acknowledged people to take, just take good care of yourself, remember your boundaries, remember that you don't have to do anything, you're and just take good care of yourself out here, because it just seems like this time of year. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm not trying to be like, bah humbug or whatever. I know that there's a lot of people.
My dad used to love saying that was his favorite saying during the holidays, especially
um,
after, my mom left him and all, but
yeah.
his thing was bah humbug, but after a while it kind of became a joke with
y-
us. So, but if
Yeah.
you want a song that will crack you up, I don't know if anyone remembers from the 80s, Bob Rivers. He did a song called The 12 Pains of Christmas.
Oh, yes.
And
Hmm.
it is absolutely hysterical. I haven't listened to it yet. For me, too, it's hard to get into the holiday spirit because of, where we are, the stress right now of having to go through stuff and pack. And a lot
Yeah.
of our Christmas things that we've had, together, we're going to have to leave behind. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. But then I tell Shane, well, this time next year we'll be in our brand new home and it'll be a better,
Yes.
so yeah, something to look forward to. And we've had people sharing. Now, Emily, this sounds delicious. I have regular hot chocolate, but Emily made dark chocolate cocoa from scratch.
Ew.
Cheers, girl. Sip, sip with that. Let me tell you. And Judith has joined us.
Ooh, Judith,
And
hello.
Beth said, my Christmas is going to be very quiet. I'm going to go to the Dylan biopic with Timothy Chalamet. The name sounds familiar. Um,
Mhm.
and the holidays can create a lot of emotional stress for people.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, even the people that enjoy the holiday, it's still stressful. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like trying to acknowledge all facets of it, because it's easy to be like, hey, Merry Christmas, and then other people are like, yeah, I hate this time of year. You're like, okay,
Sorry. Well,
yeah.
I do have a friend who, 1 year on Christmas Eve lost her dad.
Aw.
And then the following year, right on Christmas Eve, Christmas, she lost her grandmother.
Oh,
And
jeez.
then, last year she lost her husband, and his birthday was the winter solstice. And so it's just, this is a hard time. So for some people,
Sure.
I understand. And Janet made tamales with her teen grandkids
Tamales.
today. So, oh, I love that we also draw names. Yes. And hello, Audra, my dear. How are you? Our
Hey,
nurse.
Audra.
I hope things are going okay in the ER and stuff, or whatever floor that you work on. And let's see. Beth says we draw names every year. I had a huge Thanksgiving with all my kids and their families, so I'm fine. That is nice. Just kicking back. And I know Miss Nancy was making gingerbread men cookies over the
Mm-hmm.
weekend. So yum
Yes.
yum yum, Nancy. And let's see. I ended up finding pastellis tonight. Pastellis. Cooking a couple tonight, for testing purposes. Yes, we got to test, right, Elizabeth?
Yes.
And Judith says, I hear you both. It is just the same for some reason this year. And I know a lot of us too without getting into it, but the election is also kind of weighing heavy on our heads right now. So for some of us too, a lot of what's going on in our country is kind of making it a little hard, maybe a little stressful going into the new year and everything. But we all got it, y'all. We'll get through this. Everywhere in the world, we'll get through this. Ange, I have had a lot of Canadian political stuff on my algorithm for some reason. What is up with the Prime Minister?
Oh gosh, where do we begin?
Can of worms. I don't know anything about that, but
Oh,
because I steer away
well,
from all the
we just had like
politics.
a
But
shuffling around of our cabinet, like unexpected. Well, I say unexpectedly, but listen, it's a circus. It definitely is.
yep,
I
just
am
like
really
here.
hoping that I usually don't like to share my political views online, but in this situation, since the name was brought up, I really hope that his ass is out of there soon because it's not good. It's not good at all. I'm not sure what the alternative will be, but at the same time, it's long overdue. And unlike the U.S., I don't know if you guys know this, but in Canada, we can just keep re-electing the same prime minister over and over and over and over. There is no limit to how
Oh
many
wow,
times, how many terms a prime minister can serve, and that I
wrong.
think is wrong.
Yes,
Especially considering
wrong.
his father was also the prime minister at one point in life. I mean, give someone else a chance. Like,
hmm
first of
And when you
all,
got money and you got the same people to keep getting you in, you know.
like, yeah, it is a mess. It really is.
Yeah, sounds like our Supreme Court too. Yeah, that's why we steer away from
Mhm.
politics on some of our channels, because
Yeah.
it's just an energy that gets us down, gets us heavy, and we want to be able to try to stay on the positive side. And positive
Mhm.
side, cookie making was fun, and there you go, doing things like that, baking, watching YouTube. We watched a half hour of a compilation of funny pet videos.
Aw,
Shannon and I were laughing so hard on some of these, what animals will do. I mean, absolutely hysterical. So if you need a break, you can't go wrong with kitty cat and pet and dog videos. Mm-mm. And
that's
Beth
right.
said, I made homemade cardamom biscotti and cranberry bread. Ooh.
Dang.
And Beth, my friend, which I was just talking about, Amanda, who went through all these losses, she's going into Buddhism too. She's starting to study some of it and to help her through the tough times. So
Mhm.
see, rice pudding,
Rice.
coconut is coming together, still on the stovetop. Ooh. Puerto Rican version. Now all we need now is Ramon to pop into the chat. So yeah. Hello, Dina. She is here. And
Hey.
Nancy says, I'm leaning on our family traditions. We have oyster stew, oh, excuse me, on Christmas Eve. All the
Ooh.
gifts are wrapped. On Christmas night, we go up to the cabin to celebrate. Oh, to have a
Aw,
cabin, that's a dream of mine. It
that's so
really is.
cool. I love it. I love to
Uh,
hear other like people's
Hi,
traditions.
Moira.
I think it's
Yes.
cool that everybody has their own thing. Love
See, I
it.
could never get into tapioca pudding, but I don't know. What I saw Beverly make, not Beverly, Elizabeth making. Oh, that looks so good. Why did I say Beverly? Does somebody in chat have somebody that's your name Beverly? Someone saying hi, maybe? Oh,
Hey.
sopapillas. Yes. Oh my goodness. See,
Oh,
all talking about food. Yep. And Debbie says, I'm just finishing up wrapping gifts from her grandsons. Oh, how sweet.
aw,
I
love
call
that.
myself a pagaboo. Oh my God, I love that. Pagan and Buddhism, a pabagoo. Oh my God, I love that.
That's
A
cute.
pagaboo. It is. Oh, let's see, Janet. Nancy, I was secretly wishing I could teleport over and join you making cookies the other day. It sounded
Aw.
delightful. Yes. Oh, and Emily is sharing her recipe, everybody. Dutch processed cocoa powder, sweetener of choice. I use xylitol, whole milk, vanilla bean powder, pumpkin spice mix.
Ooh,
Mm,
that sounds good.
interesting.
I'm just drinking coffee. That's all I'm
Yeah.
drinking.
Megas, I miss Ramon. Someone call him. We do too, but
Ramon.
Ramon was able to join Ange on her panel a couple of weeks ago. So we were able to drag, Ramon out of his hermit cave.
Yep.
But I guess at this time of year, work is extremely busy. And from what I hear, he will be coming back to the fold. He'll be returning to the fold after the first of the year. So it will be nice to see him. And Judith, good night, my dear. If we don't see you in chat tomorrow, have a very Merry Christmas to you too, as well, my dear. And tomorrow, Nancy and I are still doing our Divine Feminine, and we are going to be looking at some of the goddesses associated with the winter solstice this time of year. So drop by and we'll be chatting about some of the goddesses that we learn about. And Nancy says, my grandchildren are 11 and 9. I got them both meditation cushions for Christmas.
Oh, I love that.
Start out, yes. And
Yep.
is he Santa? Who is Santa? Oh, you mean Ramon? I'll have to tell Ramon that. I'll say, someone asked if you were Santa.
Yeah, you're busy this time of year, huh?
Yes, my goodness.
Santa.
Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, this time of year, I still have the memories, of prior years, that I can fall on. And every year it's tradition. I love watching the Nutcracker with Mikhail Baryshnikov and Kelsey. I can never remember Kelsey's name properly, um, but it was the Hallmark Nutcracker that came out in '77. And Shan bought that for me when we got
Mhm.
together. He special ordered it for me. So it's, our tradition now. It's become our part for, me to play that. And of course, Rudolph and Frosty. So, um, yeah, I'll keep those traditions. But the same
Yep.
Christmas tree we've had since the year we've been together, we have to leave behind, but we'll leave it in the hallway probably and just write free, after the holidays and says, still works. It's a fiber optic that changes all different colors, as the wheel spins. So,
That's
but
so
yeah,
cool.
time to start fresh. And Janet says, yes, I am liking the goddess shows. Me too,
Hmm.
Janet. I
Yeah,
really
they're good.
do. And Bobby and I are working on, hopefully, beginning of the new year, he would like to do a show where, we can do, the goddess and the male god, bring kind of do like a balance and also start
Hmm.
talking about, male gods in a positive light. And I said, yeah, let's figure something out. So lots of nice new things in the works for and yes, Nancy, thank you. Ramon got to meet Simon, the
Yes.
Hermit's Cave,
Yeah.
and Robin Toadstool Tarot. I got a picture that was sent to me, and it was just so weird to see the three of them together. And
I
Ramon was just so
know.
happy. He was just like, "Oh, I'm so
Yes.
jealous,"
I
because
know.
I want to be able to visit my boys before I go.
I
And I wish I
know.
could see, Miss Taro D and Tom and Ramon. So who knows? Maybe when Shan goes and plays his Powerball tomorrow night, you know, maybe
Hmm.
that'll happen. And I like ballet too, Janet. I
Hmm.
tried taking ballet when I was little. And let's see. We mostly celebrate Three Kings Day. My parents didn't do Santa. I did it for my kids though. I don't know
Um,
about the Three Kings Day. I know that we didn't take decorations down until, according to my mom, the three kings returned back to their homelands on January 6th. So that was that tradition with the three kings in our household.
hmm.
So, what traditions? Chelsea Kirkland. Thank you, Beth. Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Kelsey or Chelsea Kirkland. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. And she said yes. And hey, Jay, what's up, girl? And
Hey,
speaking of
girl.
Jay and Bobby, Jay is going to be a guest on Bobby's 420 in January. Jay, I think
Yeah.
it's the second, isn't it? So, if you've never caught Jay reading live, definitely check out her hanging out with Bobby. She's a
Yes.
great reader.
Yep.
And let's see, Epiphany. Epiphany? I don't know. I hope to have an epiphany.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, me too.
we could all use
2025
an
is here.
epiphany. Epiphanies for everybody. Like
That's
Oprah
right.
said, free cars for everybody. It's like free epiphanies for everybody. You get an epiphany. You get an epiphany. And you get an epiphany.
Yay!
Oh my goodness. All
Oh,
righty.
that's cute.
And Jay says, we celebrate Three Kings Day too. It's interesting how certain traditions overlap, and how some might have a different name but still have the same energetic tradition or vibe from it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um yeah,
Yeah, my
that's
husband and I were talking about that the other day. I said to him, "Hey, when you were a kid, did you celebrate Saint Nick? Like, did Saint Nick come? I think it's like the beginning of December, December 6th or something like that, like the first
mm-hmm.
Saturday." I said, "Did you have that where like the stockings were hung and then like Saint Nick would come and then Christmas was like a different thing?" And he's like,
Oh
"Yeah." He's like, "I remember that." And I said, "I remember as a kid, I was so confused. I was like, wait, so." I say to my mom, "So is Saint Nick Santa Claus?" And she's like, "Well, not really. Like Saint Nick was an actual saint." And then she kind of,
mm-hmm.
it was so cute because, she's trying to like navigate that whole Santa thing. She's like, "Well, technically no, but,"
Yeah.
oh, anyway, I don't even remember how she explained it, but I was so confused. I'm like, huh? I'm like, well, whatever. I just better be quiet because we get gifts here, we get gifts there. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
That's the one cool thing I tell people with my birthday. I share my birthday with Santa Claus, Saint Nick.
Hmm.
So I'm
Saint
like,
Nick, exactly. Yeah.
can't go. And Saint Nick is a Sagittarius. So there you go. Unless you're looking at real sky, then he's Scorpio like me.
Yeah.
So, and yes, Beth, we are going to sling some cards, but we're just doing
Yes.
kind of like a chill thing for a bit, seeing how everyone is doing. Um, and Ever Inferno is here. Hello, Ferno. And let's see, Ange, don't remember what your mom said because I can guarantee it made no sense.
Yes, because she was nervous, right? She's like, "Oh no, I don't want to like blow," because I was young when I was asking her, maybe like 5 or 6, and you don't want to ruin that, at that age.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh boy."
Yes. And
Mm.
Beth says, you need that fire energy to get through the sky on time. Yes, you do.
Hey,
It's
Ever
kind of like I'll have
Inferno.
what he's having. Well, within limits, right? So,
Yes.
oh, the
Exactly.
magic carrots for the reindeer. Well, what you got, Santa?
Do
So
do.
Debbie is just finished wrapping. All righty. So we came up with, I was going through tarot spreads on Pinterest this evening, and this was one of the cards. And I said to Angela, what about this question? And I thought this would be a fun, positive question for everybody. Tom's here.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Tom.
Tom.
A
Hey.
half hour late. That's not too bad. Sometimes it's usually, it could be around 45 minutes or so, but it's good to see you, my friend. And let's
Always good to see
see.
you.
Beth says I still love It's a Wonderful Life. I could never get into that movie. I really couldn't. For me, I always loved
No, don't leave.
Don't Leave. Hey, I can't. Hey, I can leave. No.
No, no, sir.
We mentioned Santa and someone with a beard came in, so Oh, I can just
Oh,
imagine Tom walking around with a little Santa hat on, and it's so funny because some of you don't know if you guys know what Shan looks like, but we were and when he was working at the mall, he's got a beard, and now that he's no longer working, he's let it grow out. So he's kind of got like a bald head, and he's got a long beard and mustache. And so we were at Wegmans, it's a supermarket, shopping last week, and like we go to a lot of stores. He's nudging me, telling me there's a little young girl babysitting in the shopping cart, going like this at Shan. It was like Santa.
oh.
So
Oh, that's
yeah,
sweet.
looks like Santa. All righty.
Aw.
And yes, what?
Shanta.
Shanta wants, oh, Shanta's going to come and say hi. Oh, you're going to have, oh, wow, this is taking a lot of courage for him. So everybody who doesn't know,
Hi, Shanta.
this is, and show them when you laugh. Go.
Oh,
He
I love it.
like, ho, ho, ho. So for everybody, this is my green man. This is my Shanta.
You're Shanta.
Shanta now. So yeah,
That's a new one. When I was at work, they used to call me the Shan Man or something like that.
and at the mall, the kids would look at you, going by, and then you keep walking towards him, and their parents would keep
My
pulling.
parents pull away. They're like, no, that's a stranger. Keep walking.
Oh, look at everyone saying hello. Audra saying hi. And,
Shan Man.
And Moira and Dina saying hi to Shanta. This is Elizabeth.
They used to say because my last name is Mannion.
So they call
shorten it Shan Man. Yeah, like that.
Nice.
And Janet says, oh my gosh, Heather, what a sweetheart. Hello, Shanta. Nice to meet you. And Tom says, Shanta Claus.
And if you take the N off my first name, I'd be called Shaman or Shaman.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
There you go.
Well, nice seeing you.
So nice to meet you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yes.
Happy New Year.
All right,
thank you.
Wow. That surprised me just now that he did that, because he's very private, he gets a little shy. So so Audra says you have Mannion instead of Minions. oh my goodness. So okay,
I love it.
Let's see, I know somebody, I did highlight, who asked for a reading. I wasn't expecting that.
Heather's all flustered, like, what the hell was that? Merry Christmas.
Okay, so let me see. I have Debbie asked for a reading.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Hey, Shan, Tom said a rare Shan squatch. Well, we're moving next year, He's going to we're going to probably be, hopefully I might get to see one. Okay, Dina, I got you. I'm trying to be careful so chat doesn't jump and I time somebody out.
And Ever Inferno, he's in chat, and guess what? He was gifted his very first ever tarot deck for Christmas.
Yay!
And
so when are you going to start your channel now?
Yeah, so he's gonna work on learning the RWS, and so that's very exciting. So I'm very excited for you, Ever Inferno. Even if you don't do anything else with it but use it for your own personal growth, tarot is honestly, it's a really good therapist. I mean, I'm not saying it should replace a professional therapist, but it is so good for your own inner work, right? So I'm so happy for you. Yeah.
And Furno is right. Now it's time to see Mr. Roots and Waves.
Oh, Mr. Roots, he's actually, you know
Mr.
what?
Roots. I love
Mr.
that.
Roots. He's actually, he made dinner and he's having dinner with my boys in the other room right now. So
Okay, so Debbie, you are the first on the list.
all right.
Which cards are calling to me? Well, I did pull out my one of my crystal decks. I haven't used one in a while, so excuse me.
All right.
So one got called out to me, and I can't like pull out my crystals to show it because I got them pretty much all packed away now. And Moira said, "Yes, Mr. Roots, bring him on."
I know. I'll have to bug him one time. He's eating right now, so that's kind of. But
So
yeah.
what unexpected gift will this holiday bring to Debbie? And oh, we have somebody new to me in chat. Hello, Lerpu girl, Lerpu girl gaming. Welcome and
Oh,
hello.
hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome to everybody that's here.
And
So,
Sandy, yes, my fella's a guitar player too, so I like how you put the electric guitars on there.
haha. Sandy, the man in black.
Yes.
So tonight I have some wintry themed decks. I have my winter weight. It's the glitter edition. I have the winter season tarot.
I don't have
And
anything for seasons.
I have Seasons of the Witch Yule.
Ooh,
So
jealous.
let's see what wants to come out. Oh.
Well, Furno, you just reach out to me when you want to collab. We'll help you get going into the community, and we'll give you your support. And
Yes, Ever
you will be a
Inferno.
pro.
Come on, get your butt over here. Let's do it. Or we can go on your channel. You're going to create a channel. Let's do it on your channel. We will help you. And I will give you one piece of advice. When it comes to learning the tarot, you know, it's a journey, and honestly, it's like a lifelong journey. I don't think you're never finished learning it, right? It's a continuous thing. But if you are interested in whether it's reading for yourself or others, a really good way to just jump into it is just start reading. Just start reading for yourself, reading for others. I find that people hesitate and wait till the right time, the perfect moment. There is no such thing, right? So like, don't rush yourself in terms of like being uncomfortable, although the first or second time will be uncomfortable because that's how things are when they're new. But just kind of do the fool's leap and jump off the cliff and just do it, you know?
So
That deck
Jay
is number
said,
2.
Ange, I love that deck. Never seen it. Which
Ooh.
one was it? I think she had 3 of them.
Which one, hon?
Which
The
one, girl?
this one? The Winter Tarot or the Winter Wait? Let me know, girl. I'll show it to you. The 100th time will be uncomfortable. Yeah, it's true, Tom. No, he's right. Like, for sure.
I still get nervous,
Yeah.
you know, before a show and while I'm on
Yeah.
because I laugh a lot and I'm like, oh, I can get loud. I'm like, am I being obnoxious?
The hell with it.
You
People
know,
come here
sometimes
for you. Oh, the Yule one.
the Yule
Oh.
one. Yes, they have
Seasons
one
of the
for
Witch
every
Yule.
holiday.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that last one. But yeah, these are the backs of the Yule one. And it's edged in green. It's kind of beat up because I've used it a bit.
Cool.
But yeah, it's got like all of the like Yule log and all of the it's very
nice.
shiny, as you can see. But the
I
artwork
like
is
the one with the candle magic. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Self-care is important. Yep. Oh, so is the feasting.
Yeah, so it's really, hey, there he is. Dun, 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 dun. But okay, yeah, it's a really good deck. I like it.
Oh, how cute. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, Ever Inferno, it is lifelong learning for sure. Socially Awkward Tarot. Hey, that's your channel name. Seriously, you know how many of us are socially awkward? Like, hello, we've all created channels. We're here now. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, and I think we're just waiting on one more from the Seasons of the Witch. I forget which one we're waiting on, but yeah, just one more, and then it'll complete the whole set.
Socially awkward tarot. I love that. That really
Right?
is.
Honestly, you would seriously draw a big crowd from that.
See, even Debbie says that's a great name.
It is. It totally is. And
Well,
like
you
what?
do creative names like Karen, Care Bear, Bard
Yeah,
of Cards. You got Jeff, Tarot Ask Backwards. People, I mean, really unique names and like that. That would be just really like people
yeah.
like, oh, who's that? You know?
SKT, socially awkward tarot.
There you go.
I like it. Okay, so we are reading
For Debbie.
Debbie.
So do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Or are you also okay? Alrighty. So Debbie, for you from my crystal deck, I pulled the Herkimer Diamond, and it's connected to the Earth Star chakra, and it's all about alignment. So, an unexpected gift this holiday season, um, giving yourself the gift of alignment, getting grounded, getting yourself into a state of mind, a balance of mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, just well being on all levels, and just really getting aligned again with the energies of the earth because this season is perfect for quieting down. We're in more. It's a little bit quieter when there's nothing like that snow where everything sounds muffled and everything sounds quiet. And it's just that beautiful peace in the air and the smell of the air from that fresh snow that's falling. So, a beautiful time to just get really reattuned with yourself, get realigned in who you are spiritually, any projects that you want to have coming up in the new year, anything that you want to do physically, health wise, career wise, everything, just keep everything into alignment. And hey, John. Um, and then from my magical botanical oracle, you got the mandrake root. So are you getting a man this holiday season, Debbie? Or you may already have a man, but I just couldn't help resist your gift this year. Unexpected gift, a mandrake. So the mandrake, is like the divine masculine too. Um, and it is a plant spirit that's prominent teacher for witches, um, being the most human of the baneful herbs. Interesting. So mandrakes as a guide and a teacher. So I think getting aligned this year, you may be wanting to get back into maybe certain spiritual practices, maybe reconnecting with the divine masculine. Maybe that alignment means we need to balance the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And it says here, true. Also, it says, Mandrake guides us to walk the path of magic, the path of the witch, and seek the mystery in the hidden and dark places, embracing who we really are. Ask yourself how you are using the magic that you have. So, again, this alignment. And it says here, aligned with the wisdom. Um, so they're talking about the hangman. Da, 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 da. So your affirmation for this card, Debbie, is I am a magical creature capable of everything. So getting into alignment, you're a magical creature capable of anything, of everything. And then from your tarot, again, following through Ace of Swords, new ideas are coming through this holiday season. New insight, connecting to your crown chakra, like the earth chakra, you're getting grounded below, and now you're getting connected to your star chakra. So new ideas, new thoughts, new communication, leaving something behind, leaving that in the past, the end of 2024, moving forward into 2025. Beautiful. And then the Six of Pentacles. So maybe not being afraid or not feeling more comfortable in allowing others to help you, but also a feeling of you feel like you can be able to start helping more of others. maybe ideas of volunteering, maybe looking for donations or ways of being able to help others in your community. So that's what I have. And I will give you over to Ange.
Hey, and hi, John. I didn't see you come in, but hello. This was a surprise pop-up, so this is cool that everybody is here. Debbie. Okay, so I picked 2 tarot and 1 oracle, and I got 2 major arcana that came out. So, in the tarot, major arcana are major life events. So we start with the strength card, strength, and we pair that with justice. You can see the naughty and nice list there. It's kind of cute. But when I pair this with the specific question of what unexpected gift will you receive this season, I very much am feeling like a sense of because I'm very much getting the truth with the justice. Like I keep hearing truth, and so it's you will receive the needed strength to hear the truth or see the truth in something relating to family this holiday season. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because you even got the family card here. And in this deck, this family card talks about, embracing your traditions, and now is not the time to change things up, like, sort of embrace where you're all at. And then when I rolled the dice for, like, I picked a charm and there was a dice, you see this little these little people, and they're like supporting one another. So I feel really good about this reading. It's like support and family and yeah, like a really strong bond. And so maybe what you're going to do is just form a stronger bond with somebody. It doesn't have to be family, it could be friend, whoever you're with this holiday season. It feels really, really good. And I just want to read a portion of this guidebook to you because they have a lot of good things to say. It says, so your keywords are support, roots, and tradition. There's nothing like coming home for the holidays. Your immediate family are the ones you've known since birth and have been with you through the boo-boos, graduations, birthdays, and celebrations. They've been here through the good times and the bad, and sometimes coming home to people who know you well is all you need to chase away the blues of your life. There's also the family you choose. So the ones the ones who, despite a lack of blood relation, have accepted you as their own, and you have done the same for them. True family will love you as you are and won't try to change you. The assortment of different personalities somehow fit together, and within this familiar space, traditions and values are born. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. Yeah, like there's gonna be some just strengthening a bond between people this holiday season for you. Yeah. Yes, yes,
Very nice.
yes. All right.
And let's see. Debbie says, thank you. I'm hoping things will be better at the family gathering.
Oh,
Yeah, I know how that can be. And let's see.
so just remember, yes, the saying goes how we may not have control of what happens, but you do have control of how you react. So, also, if you would like, go to my community tab and look at what I just posted there. Not the very recent one, but the one
Hi, Beth.
underneath it, where it talks about family and the holidays and how you can navigate that if sometimes it's challenging. There's 2 different videos from 2 different people, and so it may help you as well. But I do see that that you're going to need the strength, but it's going to be good.
Ooh, I'm hoping to see my cousin that I haven't seen in 39 years. Wow.
Yeah, like I'm feeling this really strong, but
Very
yeah,
nice.
like a bond. Yeah. So I
That's
really hope that
wonderful,
for you.
Debbie.
That's so cool. It's always nice to be reunited.
United, and it feels so good. How did I know you were going to sing that?
You know us. Has to be song.
Oh, speaking of Friday night, everybody, remember when we were doing readings, you may or may not, and we started singing the 38 special song, Hang On Loosely and
Yeah.
Don't Let
Hey,
Go? The very next day, Professor of Rock put up a video. It was on Led Zeppelin, but the t-shirt he was wearing said Hang On Loosely 38 special. And I went, are you kidding me? So I'm telling you, music is divinational. Everything is all energetically connected. So,
And girl, we need to still do that idea that I had about the freaking lyrics. I know that I just kind of forgot about it actually right now until you brought it up. But yeah, we need to do that because connecting song lyrics into readings is going to be so much fun. So stay tuned in the new year. We're going to have lyrical lives.
that will be fun.
Yes.
And we are now reading for Dina.
Dina, okay. What unexpected
I'm
gift?
pulling a different deck.
Oh, you saw 38 Special Live, Janet. Woo!
Oh my
so
goodness.
cool.
Janet, my fella's 65, so he grew up with all the Southern rock. He loves all the Southern rock bands, the Skinner and the Allman Brothers, Black Crows, the 38 Specials, Molly Hatchet. Go down the line, you name the band, he's probably got CDs on them. So, but yet I got him to like The Cure. I got him to like a few other bands. So, it's all good. Let's see. Because I just love music. It brings people together and it's so powerful. It really is.
Yes. And I find that it's universal too, which I think is so cool because, people even from other countries may recognize or know a song and they're not necessarily from here. And I love that it sort of crosses cultures and borders and boundaries and stuff like that. I just love that.
And Jay says, yeah, that's why I started my channel using music when I flipped cards. Very cool.
Yes.
And let's see. John says, hey, hot Jess. John, hitting up on all the ladies.
Oh, yes.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Music is the language of our soul. Yes, Nancy, it is. So I'm just going to go really quick for Dina. Hey, Dina. So your crystal is the spirit quartz. So what unexpected gift? And I'm getting the gift of healing. It's connected to Chiron. It is the spirit quartz and is a healing. All crystals are healing, but this connects with the spirit. And I feel like this is really you connecting with your higher self, calling on your angel team, your ancestors, your spirit guides in the realms of healing to help you. I know you started your healing process this past year and moving into the new year. It feels like this is going to continue. And it says here harmony, tenderness, and overcoming. So learning how to overcome addictions, self-limiting beliefs, and addictions as in, things that we, of course, what we eat, what we drink. I know that you're a smoker. I know you've been working on that, and just overcoming any obstacle because you're strong. You've got that fight in you, girl. I've seen it. And there's an affirmation activation guidance that goes with this. And it says, I allow Chiron to show me my wounds and find strength within my healing journey. That's beautiful. I love that. So that's what I got for you with the crystal. For my magical botanical, you got the willow tree. And the willow tree is a beautiful feminine energy tree. Its affirmation is, I bend and change as I need. So it goes along with the healing. So, and every time I, see the willow, I think again, like with music, Stevie Nicks song, like the willow, I can bend. So when things get rough, you're able to bend, you're able to move, but you don't break. You are that strong willow tree. Your roots go deep in the earth. Um, and it says here, the essence of willow is one of magic to bend and shape, flowing with the forces of nature, and in particular the moon. So again, connecting with your intuition, your psychic abilities, your healing abilities. It says here is particularly a powerful ally for when we have unresolved issues with the dead and need to commune and resolve the conflict for our own healing. That line, this is like 2 pages, and that line jumped right out to me. So The willow is also about healing soul wounds, especially with those in our ancestors. So, again, it says here for our own healing. Again, another healing card. And my last two cards for you are from my close to home deck, and I wonder who I got that from. Um, and it's you got the chessboard. And no, this isn't quite wizard's chess, but it's just as cool. And it says, in a place close to home, there was a chessboard. Make your move. So this is the year. Take this energy of the solstice of the holidays as you go right into the new year. Make this your move. And the other card that goes along with it, and I love this. It's the cup. And the cup says here, in a place close to home, there was abundance. You are enough. Remember that, Dina. Everybody remember that we are enough. I love these cards. I love the beautiful messages that are on them. And so you have this, Dina. And remember, don't put so much pressure on yourself. This time of year, you're getting hit with all the commercials. Go to the gym, work out on this, buy this, drink this supplement, take these pills. It's just like, to me, I don't do resolutions. It's like baby steps, working a little at a time and doing what you can and making the changes needed. So that's what I have for you. And I will put Miss Ange over for when she comes back. And you are moving too, and so am I. So, Dina, brand new year for us. New location, new homes, new energy, and
Mm-hmm.
working on my health too, girls. So,
Yep. I love that.
me too.
Um, and I love that you got abundance at the end because it's going to tie in nicely to this read. I mean, the whole thing will, but the abundance was like a nice exclamation point there. Okay, so Tina, we start with the Three of Wands. And this Three of Wands, look at this. Chilling on a beach with a drink, you know, the airplane in the air. I mean, this obviously Three of Wands could mean travel, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting here. Three of Wands in the tarot is about you having something in mind. You have a goal. You've actually taken some actionable steps to get to this goal. Again, it doesn't have to be travel, but it could. Maybe we're talking about, like you said, moving. So, I mean, that's action, right? That's actually part of it. So you're going to know what this means. So let me just carry on. So the Three of Wands we start with, right? And then we go into perspective, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. So with that, I got the little clock charm. So what it's telling you to do is you have already taken action on something in life, some goals, some plans, something's ready to take it. But it's asking you, this unexpected gift is the unexpected gift of pause, okay, and reflection. And we have the feasting card, and it's asking you for pause and reflection to make sure that you're nourishing yourself, your mind, body, and soul. Okay, so the unexpected gift is the gift of nourishing yourself through whatever this is that you're going through or will be going through in the new year. And that in doing so and taking that pause, remember with the clock, that you're actually going to gain more perspective and more insight into what it is you're going to be doing. And from the Seasons of the Witch, that feasting card, okay, it says, you're being guided to challenge your limiting beliefs around scarcity. Okay, so this is where that abundance thing comes from. You can be generous with your time and resources, knowing that what you give will be returned tenfold. Allowing yourself to give despite your concerns lets the universe know you will be provided for. The more you trust in having enough, the more the universe rewards this faith with more abundance. Boom. Do not sacrifice moments to nourish your mind, body, and soul because of fear. As you confront your limiting beliefs, more pathways to wealth will be provided to you. Right? So you might look at this and be like, oh yeah, right. Like sitting on the beach, like as if, you know, like travel and plans. But, you know, hey, you never know. I mean, it's asking you to pause and focus on nourishing your mind, body, and soul, and who knows what could come of that, right? So yeah, there's definitely the gift of nurturing oneself. So I hope that helps. All right.
Wonderful. And I love something that Elizabeth just shared, feasting. I just learned that for the indigenous, feasting involves communing with spirit guides and ancestors.
That's awesome. Yeah, and their
Making a
altars that
place.
they.
Yep.
Yes.
And Rooted Will has joined us. Hello,
Rooted
Rooted.
Willow. I love that name. Hey, Rooted Willow, how are you?
And John says, I saw Blue Oyster Cult 1980 Great Laser Show. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't even born yet. That's nice.
Don't feel the reaper. Okay. Focus, Heather. I'm looking for her. She says, thank you both of you for doing this. And I know that she says she's not moving that far, but still, even if it's just a building, over, it's still a change of energy. It's a change of,
Yeah. A different perspective.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, literally with the hangman, it's a different perspective. So yeah, it's asking you to sort of like let go of, that scarcity, like I said, and be more open to abundance in whatever way that looks for you. I mean, oftentimes we think of like monetary things and travel, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Just abundance in all forms in life, right? And so it all starts with nourishing yourself. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for you for that, Dina.
Alrighty, so I typed into chat if Delphi was still here. So Delphi or Lynn, are you still here?
Karen.
Yep, Karen is here.
Hey, I didn't
And
see
Karen,
you.
you're gonna see, a message to you. I created like a little girly chat to invite you girls. So if you go in, it was that me, inviting you to join us, but we figure you're going to be doing things with the kiddos and stuff. So it's nice to see you in chat along with Elizabeth. So Lynn and Delphi are here. Okay. Yeah, we just asked to make sure that you let us know that you're here because to be able to do the readings. It's good to have your energy here. I wasn't even boom yet.
I wasn't even born yet.
I said boom.
I always mess with John, right? Because any chance I can mess with John, I do. Like I wasn't even born yet. He's like, okay, Ange. Like
threw up the alcohol on my seat. Oh, good Lord.
Ooh.
Oh, and Russian Jefferson Starship. Oh my goodness. Yes. So Delphi is here. So we will read for Delphi. Hi, will I have any Empress moments in 20? Michael, if you look at the scrolling down here, right now questions are closed. We probably have enough now to be able to finish the show with, but we're doing a theme question. So no personal messages tonight. And so Delphi. Alrighty, let's get some cards for Delphi.
Okay, Delphi. Which deck should I use? I think this one.
John, you were born yesterday, Inferno. Yeah, I'm even older than Ange, so I remember these bands well.
Delphi, what unexpected gift will this holiday bring for Delphi? I'm trying to see what that profile picture is for Delphi. It's like it reminds me of like the Dr. Seuss, like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Oh.
But I could be wrong. That's probably not even that at all. But anyways, that's what it looks like. You know how when you can't really see the profile pictures are so small? Okay.
Yes.
Don't mind me. That's just my.
You're straining a little.
All right, Delphi.
Oh, this is interesting.
Ooh, and
I funny when you're saying it, going, ooh, and you're like, what? Tell me.
Okay. And
my very first concert was the Monkees in 1988. Yeah, I just admitted that live on YouTube. It was a great show. Oh, let's take a look at these. I need to pull out my crystal card, my crystal cards more often. Oh, forgot how beautiful some of these are. All righty. Yes, Sharon, you are, my dear. I'm sorry, but questions are closed, my dear. All righty. So I'm going to put myself in the big seat
Intention. Ooh.
So Delphi, for your so the question is, what gift will this holiday bring me? I got the card of intention. This is moss agate, and the moss agate has to do with, in this deck, focusing on the heart chakra. So, and the card's keyword is intention here, and it's about intuition, abundance, and balance. So this year, taking this energy, what gifts will be coming to you? They will be coming to you, but a lot of times too, with all these these readings that we're doing, the gifts can be coming to us, but if we don't do any, but we have to do something with them. We just can't really expect them to be handed to us. It's the energy, the gift of the energy coming, and it's us for us to take and to work with our higher selves and with spirit. It's that co-creation. Um, oh, Janet, I got to meet Mickey in person, so that'll be for another day. So here, right now, setting intentions. And again, it's not like, New Year resolutions, but just really setting intentions, um, and um, moving from things, past hurts that are holding you back. Your tarot card, and it goes right along with this crystal card, is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is about heartbreak, it's about grief, it's about sadness. But the heart still beats, even with these swords. They've been painful, but they're lessons, and they show our resiliency. So, while moving into the new year, setting intentions to start really healing what needs to be healed. Your overall energy from the bottom is the Knight of Cups. And so for me, it feels like you're someone who is very empathic, very loving towards other people. The Knight of Cups is kind of like the chivalrous knight, the one that wears their heart on their sleeve. Very kind and compassionate. And so this Three of Swords might have um, kind of maybe held you pull back, or maybe it's a sign that you might have to pull back more, um, or to experience this unconditional love for yourself first, because we can't expect that from others until we get that unconditional love from ourselves. So whatever past hurts um, that you're going through, any grief, this is the time this year to really start setting that intention. Maybe find a piece of moss agate at a geology store or a metaphysical store near you, a small tumble piece, and maybe work with that, meditate with that. And from close to home, I got the garden card. And isn't that beautiful? And it says here on the back, in a place close to home, there was a garden in full bloom. Find your soul and thrive. And that's a beautiful gift. So by doing all this and healing, find your garden, create your garden where you can heal, where you can grow, and you can start blooming again. And that's what I have for you, my dear.
I love it when we read together and I'm doing my thing over here and everything's coming to me. I'm listening to spirit, and I'm like, okay, I like to hear from spirit. What is my overall one word overall feeling message for this reading? And then I can go from there, right? And I kept hearing intention, intention. And all of a sudden Heather's like, da da da, intention. And I was like, wow, okay. So intention is important in this reading.
You can't
Delphi.
make this up.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so we start with the Four of Cups, and this ties in nicely with what Heather was saying too. So the Four of Cups in this reading is talking about literally surprise gifts, and it's really interesting how it says what unexpected gift is coming to. So you see how like this cup is coming in with like this hand. Sometimes in life we are given these unexpected gifts, these surprise gifts, but we don't see them, like we're not paying attention to them because we're kind of in a funk. We're kind of like we're not feeling the greatest. We're kind of like meh, down and out. And sometimes, even though we've put the intentions and prayers out there, sometimes we don't see that they are actually being answered, right? Because we're too busy in our heads. And you're not alone in that, by the way, because a lot of us do that. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is saying your unexpected gift is you're going to be moving from this unhappy, kind of grumpy, kind of down in the dumps, not seeing your gifts, to switching that up and working intentionally. See how this person's working diligently. This card is all about working diligently on your craft, honing your skills. And specifically what it's asking you to do is work on honing your skills of intention, of what is it that you really want, what in terms of your life, and putting it out there, right? And then we end with the candle magic card, and this is all about intention. That's what this is about. This is about setting that intention. And candle magic specifically, I mean, you can go into depth with what that is. If you Google candle magic, it'll tell you all about actually performing candle magic. But the message of this card is very clear about intentions and setting them, and knowing that and that this card actually is confirmation that any thoughts and prayers that you've been putting out there are actually coming to fruition. And actually we have the happy, yay, happy. So happy news coming in for you, as well as this little, see this little plug. Whenever I get this in a reading, this is reminding you to not only plug into yourself, like source, you know, set your intention, again, plug into your craft, hone your skills, but also to unplug from things that are draining you, people, places, you know, the internet. Sometimes we just physically have to unplug sometimes, right, to get away, so that we can focus on our craft, so we can hone those skills. And I just want to read you a little bit from the Yule Oracle here. Let's see. Candle magic is burning in your spread to remind you that your prayers have been received. If you're seeking a positive sign for your situation, know that this is it. See, and that's that positive sign that came in here. It's here. It's showing you, right? You must have hope that things will work out in your favor. Additionally, the cosmic forces that are lighting a pathway for you to receive even more blessings in your life. Your spiritual support team is always with you and will show you the way when you cannot see it clearly. Receiving candle magic is a sign that you're headed for peaceful times. There you go. Peaceful times and happy times. So that's fantastic news for you. All right. That is it. I hope that helps you.
And Karen says, I haven't seen that charm yet. Cool.
I know that one does not come out very often. Somebody the other day asked us on a live. I know.
I mean, my God.
You know what? Actually, Heather, I'm going to be switching from the bowl back to my jar. I miss my clear jar. Trinkets. Oh my God! I want to see what's in that bag so bad.
I pulled a couple the other night.
I know. I saw the walnut, and I saw the drummer, and I was already doing in my head, okay, the walnut and the drummer. Okay, so like inner and outer. I was like already like playing in my head. What would that mean?
I love
and like,
it. It's addictive. I keep seeing things. I'll go, oh, I wonder if I should add this to my bag.
Oh no! Anybody that's bit by the charm bug, I'm like, yes, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be switching from my big bowl back to my clear big jar, because when I originally started with it, I had a big, and I'm looking up there because that's where it is, and it's empty. Because I moved them to this bowl, and I thought it would be easier to shush around, but I miss my jar because I could like see them all, you know, in the clear jar. Anyway.
Ooh. And Willow says, I am collecting charms as I come across them to start throwing charms versus bone readings. I've got bones and stuff too. So yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Willow readings. I love that.
Come to things for the upcoming year.
Yes.
Love it.
Come to the trinkety side of things. Come read with me.
Come to the trinket side.
I miss my jar. I do. I'm looking at it right now. I gotta get it done.
Jar.
Jar Jar Binks. Oh
yep,
no,
exactly. No. I could not. I'm one of those people that just could not. No.
Oh, he was annoying as hell.
I'm like, Lucas, what the hell were you thinking? I mean, my God.
Oh my gosh.
So Lynn is here. Lynn is next. And then after Lynn, we'll then do Audra. And then that will be the end of the readings.
Okay.
It'll probably take us to an hour and a half. So thanks everybody for hanging out with
Oh, boy. Did you forget my name?
Yes, I know Lynn's here. Oh, good Lord. This is when I start having fun and I'm laughing and I'm giggling, then, you know, my brain starts to bubble and it starts to fart and stuff. So
bubble, toil and trouble. Bubble. Here we are together.
That's what I put in when I saw Elizabeth send us the video of her stir, and I went, ooh, bubble, toil and trouble, or say tummy gurgle.
Elizabeth is a beautiful kitchen witch. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know if she actually calls herself that, but like I see her as that. Like, oh wow, she's like made some amazing things. Like, I've seen some pictures and I'm like, oh dang, I wish I lived in Florida. I'd be like, hey girl, want to read some cards and eat some really good food?
Yes, I'm a little giggly tonight. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's good. I like it when you're giggly.
Yes,
Just be
but Tom
yourself.
is like, wow, Heather. Well, listen, grumpy, sassy pants. Curmudgeon, sassy, grumpy pants.
Curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon. All righty. So I have, Lynn, some cards for you. And these are very interesting. So I've got for your crystal card, you got the fluorite. And it would be helpful if I opened up to the page so that I could give you its affirmation, or as they call it, activation guidance. Um, but the fluorite in this deck is about introspection. And fluorite is also a wonderful crystal for working on healing on all your energetic bodies, and including your physical. And for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I am not a doctor. As always, seek professional help. So this is just me sharing, what spiritually, what people have recommended, fluorite for. And fluorite is great for healing. It is really good for connecting, and with depending on the color of the fluorite too, because fluorite comes in beautiful deep blues and greens. You got the purples. So kind of with the healing, you kind of correlate what the other color is with it, but most of them are a lot of the deeper colors. So the green would be for like healing the heart. And as you get to the deeper, like blues and purples and magentas, then you're getting up into your higher chakras, which is your spirit guides, your intuition, your psychic abilities, and developing that. So introspection at this time, just going within, um, and just really focusing on, again, the year, and seeing what areas within yourself, or in your this past year. You can journal this down, or you can just meditate and allow the images to come to you, and see that something is going to be coming. You're going to see, you may go into introspection for trying to find the source of self resiliency, if that makes sense. Um, Looking at where you were very resilient, where you were very vulnerable, um, and being open. And I'm looking for a certain word. I know we were talking about epiphany earlier, but this is kind of like, it's kind of like a year end top 10, kind of like, this is what I saw, the changes within, this is what is coming to me, and this is what I need to acknowledge, be grateful for, and how can I take what I've learned from this past year moving into next year. So really strong, like introspection, very hermit like. And the activation quote for this is, I look inward to gain insight and answers. So if there were things also that were going on this year, um, that you want to explore more, um, fluorite is a relatively inexpensive stone, crystal that you get tumbled at a geology store or metaphysical store, and just sitting with one, and just kind of connecting with it and meditating with it. And your tarot cards, wow, the top is the Empress. So unexpected gifts. So you got introspection. And the Empress here, she's about fertility. She's creativity. She's maternal. She's Mother Earth. It's that creative potential coming into, that's going to be coming to you. And in this card, she actually she's holding her heart. She's showing that, her heart is into everything that she does, her love, her passion, her sensuality. This is all what makes her who she is. And again, the beautiful water, the intuition, the divine feminine, the natural flow of being feminine. And the bottom card, wonderful. You got the death card. So this is about a year of rebirth. You're going to see that after the introspection, and you start getting grounded and starting to tap into that creativity and that fertility of who you are. This beautiful natural rebirth is going to emerge, carrying you into the new year. And it's interesting that she's holding out her heart, because your closer to home card is the heart card. So we have a heart, and it says here, in a place close to home, there was a tarnished heart. Polish it and let love in. So this introspection this year, there may have been hurt, there may have been pain, you may have felt like you were, maybe betrayed or hurt, taken advantage of. But now moving forward, tapping into that beautiful being of who you are, allowing the rebirth to take place, do that introspection, and just kind of polishing that off, and really just loving who you are and embracing who you are. And that's what I have for you. And hi, Maruta. Maruta joined us. And I'll give you over to Ants.
Maru, hello. Okay, so this is for Lynn, right? Lynn?
Mm-hmm.
Lynn. Okay.
Yeah, let me get her name back up there for you. There you
That's
go.
okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Lynn, we start off with the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups in the tarot is all about emotions and walking away from moving away from things that emotionally no longer serve you, right? And so the unexpected gift this holiday season is going to be because both of the cards that I got in the tarot are both about movement and action. So we got the Eight of Cups, which is about actively walking away from something, and we got the Chariot, which is literally talking about movement, moving into or away from something. And what I am getting from this is you're going from some sort of like emotional turmoil or a heaviness in your life, and you're choosing to, with like the Chariot, you're choosing to move away from that heaviness and step more into what is aligning with you. And in doing so, you're going to get the wisdom from a crone. Now, I don't know, of course, how old you are, and you don't have to say in the chat, but I'm just saying the feeling that I'm getting from this is that because you are actively taking action of walking away from whatever it is in life that doesn't serve you anymore, and you're putting in the work, like the Chariot is like you're physically moving on, right? You're on the journey to do it. This wisdom is just going to come naturally to you, but because this card came up for you tonight, it's really asking you to call upon the wisdom of the crone. Now, a crone in life can just simply mean anyone that is older and wiser than we are, right? So that could be someone still here on planet Earth that you look up to. It doesn't have to be family, it can be, or it could be somebody in spirit. You can still reach out to them either way. So there is somebody that is older and wiser, either in spirit form, or I'm strongly feeling a spirit form, but that has some wisdom for you regarding you taking that step to walk away from something. Then the charms that I got are like the little flyer thingies and a peace sign, which tells me that the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, like you're ready to fix this, whatever this is in your life, and create peace. You're ready for it. Like you're like, nope, I've had enough. Da, da, da. And I just want to read you from the Yule Oracle. It says, pulling the crone is a sign to seek guidance from someone more experienced. Your situation may need another party to act as a mediator or to help you to see things from an unbiased point of view. It is likely to be a woman or someone with a womanly quality who will help you. This person can be a family member, but can also be someone who's not related or feels like a mother, grandmother, or sister. Just remember, wisdom deserves respect and humility. When seeking knowledge, be willing to consider you're seeking help because you do not know all the answers. So just be open to that wisdom. All right. And that is what I have for you. I hope that helps, Lynn. And thank you for letting me read for you.
All right, Dean. She's 65, so yes, she is a crone.
There you go. And that could also tie into you stepping more into like being the crone. You know what I'm trying to say? So and there's a lot of emotion that comes with that in terms of all of the experience that we have in life and moving towards whatever that means for you in life, right? So I'm excited for you. I think that was really good cards.
Janet says, oh my God, I love the pliers. And then Karen says, it makes me think of Clue.
We did it in the ballroom with the pipe wrench.
In the ballroom with the pipe wrench. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Jan says, I love that game. I never played it as a kid, but I probably would, which is surprising seeing that I love doing all the, oops, Oh, okay, hold on a second here. Streamer's glitching on me on my iPad. There we go.
I have all the clue pieces in this bowl somewhere. I stole them out of the game.
You know what I would love to get is like the little Monopoly ones. You know, all those cool little trinkets and stuff from the games. The game
Yep, I
pieces
have those in here too. Because
and
we
the
have
outlets.
we had 2 Monopoly games, and one I was like zoink, took all of the pieces and put them in my charms.
And Audra says if it was a wrench, she would have had to have been turned blue. And, oh my God! I thought you were talking about the. Oh my God, the wench. I said one night the blue wench. I can't remember what show I was on. This is
Oh
how my
yeah.
brain works these days. I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. But I said, yeah, did someone throw the blue wench? Oh, and Lynn says, great Monopoly pieces. Yes. And she also said, thank you for her reading. So,
Of course, yes.
all righty. Our last read is for Audra. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with Ange and I tonight. And the Scrabble tiles were sacrificed.
Yes.
It's like, oh, once you start
Yes.
going down, that everything becomes a trinket, or oh, I could put that in, you know, and I could put that in there, and you know.
Yeah, I did. I went through like all of our games in the house, the ones that we just never play, we never will. I asked, everybody in the house, no. And so what I did is I took all the pieces up, but then I'm like, what am I gonna do with these boxes and these boards? So when we went to the it's called Value Village here, Goodwill, whatever, and they were like, oh no, like people actually utilize those for crafts because game boards are made on a really thick board, right? And people use them for crafting, like putting a primer on it and painting on it. It's a nice canvas. And I thought, I never thought of that. And she's like,
when I
yeah.
was in college, anything that we could grab, that we can find, anything that students left over, or we found pieces of cardboard or wood or something, hell, just throw some gesso on it and paint on it. And there's one kid in my one painting class, in my advanced class, he would get glass windows with the panes on them and just paint on the glass panes and include the frame and everything in his paintings. I mean,
That's
you can
so cool.
pretty much turn anything into, a piece of art. So very, very cool. Good night, Dina. Bye-bye, my dear. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Okay,
So
Audra.
Audra, your crystal card is the sunstone, which is pretty cool because Oregon is known for its sunstone. So I can't wait to actually go, rock hunting and look for some sunstone when I'm there. And for the sunstone is the sacral chakra. And that is your place of the women's womb. It is your place of chakra of creativity, of warmth, of just being really in the essence of who you are. And the card is titled, oops, let me put me on the biggie, is Deep Knowing. And so for this deck, they gave it Deep Knowing. Isn't that beautiful? So it says here it's about wisdom, focus, and being centered. And your activation guide, your affirmation for this is I am empowered with knowledge and wisdom from the divine and confident in my ability to sit in my unfaltering deep knowing. I love that. That's beautiful. And so your magical botanical, I like that because the deep knowing, the affirmation for your card is I see things clearly. I remained grounded as I experience new things. So you experience new things from your deep knowing, from being grounded, being able to see things clearly. And you've got the Sorcerer's Violet. I just absolutely love Maxine Miller's artwork. It's just so beautiful. Um, and it says here when the Sorcerer's Violet shows itself in a reading, it indicates the power of reaching, striving, and opening up more. Hence, going in, delving into the deeper knowing of who you are, while remaining grounded, centered, which is also a description for this crystal and this card, and true to our past. Open up to the bigger picture and explore, but don't forget your roots. The Vinca spirit dances in the center of her flower here. And there she is, letting the vines and roots balance her. Take reasonable precautions and be aware of the subtle forces around you, as the message will not be dramatic, but it will be clear if you are paying attention. So your unexpected gift, this deeper inner knowing that is going to come to you. And I love how, the roots and the vines keep her grounded, but yet keep her lifted up, keeps her afloat, keeps her balanced, and centered. That's beautiful. And let me pull really quick here for you from the Closer to Home. I'm a pure generator, sacral, and human design. So yours is, you got the cup as well. And this is in a place close to home. There was abundance. You are enough. So I think this is a really strong message again for the collective. Just knowing that you are enough. And that deeper knowing, you already know that within, but sometimes we need that little bit of a reminder. And she's there along with the crystal of gain touch with that creativity. Your sacral place is a place of creativity. Again, it's our womb, it's our intuition, it's our place of power. And that's what I have for you, Audra. And I'm going to give you over to Aunt.
Hey, Audra girl. Okay. So the overall message, the message that I keep hearing is internal excavation. So that's what I keep hearing. So let's dive into it. What does that mean? Well,
I love that.
we start with the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, it's a heavier card in the tarot. It's emotional. It's grief. It's loss. It's sadness. It can be regret as well. Okay. So it's a sad card, but this is what it's asking me to do. Here is the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. And this card is about making a choice. So it's actually asking you, like the unexpected gift will be the choice to sort of begin emerging from this. Okay. Like, I mean, we all have, like, some regrets or some sadness and things in life, but it's asking you to clear out something in, like I said, internal excavation, clear out those heavier sad emotions to make way for something else. So we have Yule log, and the Yule log in this is literally about the cycle. A Yule log represents the cycle of birth, death. You know what I'm trying to say: birth, death, and rebirth. And it says here, when we clear out the old, we make space for the beauty to come in. Creation is a harmonic blend of both destruction and building. So it's great. Like, I didn't even read that first when I heard the internal excavation. Some things must be cleared and destroyed so that you have room to welcome in something new. Channel the energy of the goddess by healing and letting go of anything holding you back. Then channel the power of the god by invoking action, courage, and determination. Both energies of males and females are required to be successful in your dreams, goals, and manifestations. The Yule log is here to remind you that what you wish for is going to take more than one approach. And then for the charm, I have this cool little like treasure chest, and you can actually open it up and look at all the sparklings inside.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So and when I said like internal excavation, and this is what's inside. Once you do that excavating, look at all the beauty. And you're making way for it. You're clearing out that old, like stagnant energy of the Five of Cups. And remember, the energy of the Five of Cups, like, it's needed in our lives, right? Like we have to go through bouts of grief and sadness. It's not asking you to completely eliminate it. It's asking you to like work through some of the more stagnant parts that are kind of stuck there, right? And so by making that active choice of doing that, right, you're going to, like the Yule log reminds you, you're going to make that space for more energies to flow in and to help you. So yeah, that's exciting for you, Audra. I hope that helps you.
She says, excavating the crap I didn't clean out of my house when I was off.
Hey,
so there you
hey,
go.
it could be,
And she
it could
goes,
be
I love
emotional, it could be physical. Absolutely. Yeah.
So at times when we clear, like, clearing our clutter, which, Allison tells me when you do that and she's become a minimalist, you open up, like with Feng Shui too, it opens up your energy pathways. It allows for more peace, for more
That's right.
harmony.
Yeah.
And you don't have that feeling of, anxiety and whatnot when you have.
Yeah.
I
The
know exactly.
external excavating or decluttering, it absolutely reflects on the inside. I know Heather and I were talking about this recently about how, when we do that, when we clear our stuff, like it's a grieving process because we're sort of letting go of things that are important to us, that had meaning to us in life. So yeah, that all ties into that reading as well, Audra. So take it as it resonates with you in your situation. But yeah.
And Marucha says, finding buried treasure. Yep. Finding
Right.
that beautiful buried treasure within yourself. And
Yeah.
John says, oh, last thing you need to do is step on a toy charm in the middle of the night in
Oh,
the dark. Yeah.
the worst is stepping on Legos. I have a Lego story. Oh my gosh, real quick. So my kids have my brother, mine and my brother's Legos collection and my husband's Lego collection, plus the ones that they have, like, I'm telling you, like, huge. I've been looking over here because there's huge buckets of Legos that you couldn't even
I love it.
imagine. And anyway, so when they were younger, of course, like the living room floor would just be like Legoland. Well, one day my husband we had like these little space heaters just to kind of keep the temperature of the house, like, more manageable because it was cold. And he went to go like adjust the thermostat on one of those, and he fell into like the Legoland, and it was like, oh my God, it was like domino effects. He like fell and he's like, ow. And he's being cut by all these sharp Legos and he can't get up, and he's trying to get up. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to help him. This man, I'm not kidding you, was damaged. Like, he was just cut up everywhere by all these Legos.
Oh my goodness.
And
Poor
so
Mr. Roots.
when somebody says something like, oh, stepping on a Lego, he's like, oh, stepping on it? Yeah, try falling into a pile of Legos. It was so crazy. Oh my gosh. I felt so, and then afterwards, of course, we laughed about it, but it was not funny at the time. Oh, poor Mr. Roots.
Yes, and Audra mentioned Weebles, and I loved having Weeble
Weebles
wobbles.
wobble, but they never
They don't fall
down.
down. And I used to have this little castle thing I used to play. Oh, and I had the house. I had the little tree house. And you can drop them through and they slide and everything. So yeah, one of these days I would love to find, an old time store, with the toys. Too bad they didn't have something like that where you can actually go in and you can play with it. You can like pay to sit there for what, like, like $15 for half an hour, or an hour,
So
and just
cool.
sit there and be able to, like, original Candyland games, with the little oh
Yes.
my God, not the new stuff. I mean, all this new, like,
I know.
reinvented stuff is just
Even like I was looking the other day at like the new Care Bears or the new strawberry shortcake. Like, what is this? No, that is not how she looked in the 80s. Like, what is going
Lego
on?
is a great intruder alarm.
Right? We can just
Yes.
sprinkle them out, and if anybody breaks in, they're done.
There you go. My mom did not like our, oh, maybe she meant Weebles, and stepped on them one too many times and they got ditched. Aw,
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry.
Those
But
would be
yeah,
ankle breakers though, for sure. Ouch.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God, that is not how she looked in the 80s. No.
no. Like, seriously, have you seen strawberry shortcake nowadays? It's like, no, girl, that is not strawberry shortcake.
No. The Home Alone scene, Jay said,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
John, my
have
thought is,
mercy.
don't wake up the dog or cat, or for me, don't wake up the kids. Yeah.
Right?
So,
Jeez.
everybody, Ange, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It was
Yes,
fun.
this was fun. I like sporadic. It was nice.
Me
She's like, want to
too.
hang out? I was like, yes, let's do it, girl.
So, what have you got going on the rest of the week?
The rest of the week, well, it's just the Christmassy stuff with the fam. So nothing really on
Jay still
strawberry.
has her strawberry shortcake lunchbox.
What? I love it.
Oh my
See,
God.
she knows what I mean. Old school strawberry shortcake.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm just with the fam doing my Christmas thing this week, and then into the following week, I am filming a video with somebody in the community for a collaboration, and it's not gonna be live. We're gonna like film it and then post it. Yeah, so be on the lookout for a video that we're gonna post.
There.
And I don't have anything else. Oh, is it Maz?
Yes,
Maz?
it is. He just come out, came running in, and I'm like, well, you just made it in time.
Hey, Mozzie. Hello.
Say hi. Say
Mozzie.
hi to everybody.
Oh, look
Say
at you, babe.
hi.
Hello.
I was watching a video on TV of birds in the wild where they put the fruits and the nuts out for the birds, for the kitties to watch. Yeah, you got to watch some birdies and squirrels, huh?
Audra,
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't get high off smelling the strawberry shortcake dolls. That was the
I
best
know, I had
part.
all of them, yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it.
So,
I don't know what they put in those dolls, but
God, couldn't be any good. Or the
probably
scratch
not.
and sniff stickers. Oh, good Lord.
Yes, they were everything. Or
They
smelly
actually smelled like
markers.
chocolate. They smelled like banana. Let's
Mhm.
see. Now, Christmas, Bobby Fierro and I will be doing a holiday hangout on his channel for for anybody who, may need to get away from the family or maybe kind of home alone for the holidays and want, to hang out and chat and do a few readings. So that'll be on his channel. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So I believe that makes it 3 his time in Arizona. So, and KMB says, sorry, I just chimed in from between crazy kids. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, KMB.
Yes.
And
Thank
so Nancy
you.
and I are tomorrow, then Wednesday with Bobby, and then Allison and I on Friday with our Friday night sidekicks.
Hey.
And then I believe Elizabeth and I are going to still be doing a New Year's Eve show as well on her channel. So lots of fun stuff coming up. And
I love it.
you are welcome, Delphi. She says, thank you for your reading. I think I have moss agate. Nice. And I do
Hey.
meditation and things, Archangel. Yes. Archangel Michael is my dude. So husband, oh my goodness. Janet has a Tibetan Mastiff.
Oh,
They are
those are, yeah, they're huge.
huge.
Very
And
big.
Jay says, I loved strawberry shortcake when I was little because I have freckles too.
Aw.
There you go. So,
Oh, I'm gonna pull a writing prompt for gratitude just real quick so that others,
sure.
if they want to write about it, and then okay, so let's see what writing prompt can we focus on for this holiday season. It says, all right, here we go.
What's it going to be, Maz?
What's it gonna be now? Ooh, there's 2 that came out. Okay, we'll take it. So the first one is thank your physical body for all that it does. That's kind of cool. These are the backs, are really cool. Yeah, so thank your physical body for all that it does. And then I'd like to tell my future self blank. So what is it that you'd like to tell your future self? That's kind of really cool if you think about heading into a new year, a fresh start. What does your future self want to know? So thank your physical body and think about what you want to tell your future self. And again, that is coming from the Writing Prompts deck by Rupi Kaur for
Good things are
gratitude.
coming, huh, Mazi? This time next year, we'll be in a new home. Yeah.
Yes,
You'll have a new
absolutely.
bed. You'll have a kitty tower. I promised you a kitty tower.
Oh.
Pippi Longstocking. I used to love watching that as a kid. Oh my goodness.
Pippi
I thought you were so.
Longstocking.
Whoops. Oh no. What did you just do, Mozzie, to my screen? Uh-oh. Hang on. He's pushing himself all over. Oh my goodness. He's on my keyboard. Okay, everybody. Well.
Okay.
He's taking his tail. He's hitting my my paint bottles. He's going to knock half of them over right now. And he's got his claw into my
Uh-oh. I think Mozzie just knocked her off of her own live. Mozzie! Mozzie takes over the channel.
He just. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
I can't hear you. I lost. What did you do?
Oh no. Okay.
So.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We love you all. Happy holidays, however you celebrate it.
Oh.
Take care, everybody.